Hey everybody. This video is a little bit different. I'm kind of breaking character in this video because I kind of want to talk about something that's pretty serious. At least I think it is. I think it's something that's pretty serious and needs to be discussed, and it needs to be more dialogue needs to be heard about this subject. I'm currently working on a series of videos where I'm reviewing anime, and one of the things that I have noticed in a lot of the anime that I've been looking at here lately is like kind of the way that transgender people are portrayed. So I got a little more curious about this and was just like, okay, well, what's going on with this? I mean, I haven't prior to the past like month or so, I have not watched anime in probably like 20 years, since like the mid 90s, and it's always been weird. It's anime. It's the nature of the beast. But at least back then, there was like an underlying, I guess you could say, acknowledgement about it. But something has happened in the past 20 years that I'm not really sure like how it happened or why it happened, but I've noticed that it's gotten incredibly mean-spirited. And so I looked a little more into this, and I noticed that it's not just the anime. It's happened in the video games. It's even happened in like American media, movies, so on and so forth. So we're guilty of it as well. And I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why that is. But it is. I've noticed that when it comes to transgender people, they're being portrayed as just silly ass stereotypes or just ridiculous caricatures that, in a lot of ways, I really have to say are no better than blackface. Really, just the way that they're being presented, it's very hateful, very mean spirited, and I don't understand why this is. Because last time I checked, transgender people and persons were people and persons as well as everybody else. And if every other group or lifestyle out there, if it's not okay to be mean-spirited and hateful to them, why are the transgender people being treated differently? I don't understand that. Now, first of all, you guys have to understand is that, as far as I know, I have little to no experience or exposure to transgender people. I don't know any. I've never really been around any, as far as I know. And if you know me in real life, and it turns out you were a transgender person, well done. Shit, you win. I didn't know. So anyway, I've kind of brought this subject up to some friends of mine, and because I'm trying to get their opinion on it, and I'm trying to ask other people, you know, that are gonna, like, maybe in some of the videos that I'm doing, like with the anime or other stuff, and the question that keeps popping up from a lot of them is, you know, Eric, if you're a heterosexual male who is secure in his masculinity, what the hell do you care? You know, isn't that kind of gay? And I'm like, well, first of all, how very fucking bigoted and closed-minded of you. No, it's not. It's not fucking gay. In my research, from what I found out, that most transgender people, pretty much the majority of all of them, don't consider themselves gay. And I have to agree on that, because if in your mind you are, I guess, relating to a certain gender, and then you're changing the exterior to match that, you're pretty much, you're correcting a mistake in nature. And if there are those of you out there that are watching this and they're like, oh well, that's unnatural, and we are who we are for a reason, and it's part of the plan, and everything that happens in nature is there for a reason. Okay, well, first of all I'd have to say about that is go to a cancer ward and tell that to those people. All right, just to be like, oh well, you have cancer for a good reason because that's part of the plan. Yeah, you're probably going to be asked to leave pretty quick. It's complete bullshit logic. Nature makes mistakes just the same as everything else. That's the very essence of what cancer is. It's a mutation in the DNA. Blah blah blah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been asked this question, and why do I care? Well, the reason why I care is because, again, I see all these other groups getting their representation, and suddenly it's not okay to say this or to do this or whatever. But when it comes to transgender people and persons, it's okay to make fun of them, and it's okay to be hateful, and it's okay to make them the constant butt of a joke. And I don't know if I'm wrong about some of this stuff. Please, if you're part of the transgender community or whatever, let me know, down in the comment board or through private message through the YouTube channel. Cuss my ass out for being an ignorant asshole, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that most of the transgender people out there have not gone through the hardships that I'm sure that they've probably gone through in their lives, the rejections that some of them have gone through in their families, more than likely, the social pressures that they've probably been put under, and all of these strifes that have gone on in their life. I'm pretty sure that they didn't go through all of that just so you can have a chuckle at them. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite about it, because I am guilty of it too. I have a couple of videos on there where I have a wrestling game that I did a review on, that the tag team that I created on the wrestling game was called Tranny Inc. or something like that. It was meant to be funny, in another video I talk about how video games that let you cross-dress. A buddy and we have a long history of doing that in video games, where we'll make our characters cross-dressers or transvestites or whatever, and just giggle our asses off about it. But I think the difference is that we get the joke. It can be funny, because what is comedy, in my opinion, is an exaggeration of reality to the point of absurdity, and that's what I kind of think that we're doing in that. So it's funny, like on Monty Python or whatever. If you see one of them in drag or something, it's usually because something ridiculous is going on in the background. Now, again, also I want to apologize if I'm relating transvestites and cross-dressers to transgender, because I am aware that it is not the same thing. One is done for personal or sexual gratification, whatever it may be, and the other one is actually part of what's called gender dysphoria, where you do not relate to the gender. I also want to apologize for my AD&D. I'm kind of talking in circles, so sorry about that if I'm kind of going from one thing to the other thing. But anyway, it is what it is. So, there's a lot of people out there that don't get the joke. I would have to say, that there's shows that I've seen, there's games that I've played, there's movies that I've watched where the whole aspect is that is the joke. Oh look, we've got a transgender person here. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Don't you find that funny? They're funny, and I'm like, no, it's not funny. It's actually it's kind of stupid. That if that is the basis of your joke, then yeah, it's a pretty lame ass joke that isn't funny. That's like, again, just to kind of elaborate on this a little bit further. That's like having a show that just has the token black guy because he's black, so that should make it funny. Look, he's a black guy. Isn't that funny? Black guy. Comedy. And it's like, no, actually, that's kind of mean-spirited, And again, in my opinion, it's the same thing for transgender people. That just the way that they're being portrayed is kind of bullshit. And now, man, sorry, terribly sorry. Back to my original point, Jesus, about the question that I was asked is if I'm a heterosexual male and secure in my masculinity and everything like that, what do I give a shit for? Isn't that kind of gay? Blah blah blah. And as I said before, like, no, I don't think that's gay. Most transgender people don't find themselves to be gay. I mean, if fucking just because you were born a male does not mean that you're a man. If you don't relate to that and you don't want anything to do with that, you are changing the exterior to fit the interior. And it's the same thing. If you were born a female but that's not what you identify as, then you're changing the exterior to fit the interior. So if you don't relate to that gender, then I don't understand how that's gay. And I've had some of them that some friends that have just been like, well, even though she may be like, a beautiful girl or whatever, she still has a penis and that's gay. And I'm like, well, first of all, hold on. If you judge everybody you meet based upon what's between their legs, that's some fucked up shit. You should really reevaluate your idea of who you are as a person, because I throw the same logic back at him. I'm just like, okay, so you meet some other dude or whatever, is your the first reaction in your mind is like, what is his cock like, I mean, really, so it's bullshit, it's a bunch of like, I wouldn't even say like, masculine bullshit, because it's not. Because those of us who are secure in masculinity don't have any problem with it. We're just like, yeah, okay, so, that's who you are. That's who you are. Who the hell am I to say who you can and can't be? But anyway, and I'm all over the place in this video. Terribly sorry about that. So there you go. There's my opinions on it. The reason why I believe that it's an issue that needs to be talked about and it needs to be discussed is, again, like I said, I've noticed very little progress made in equality. I've noticed very little understanding when it comes to really anything. I've noticed a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of stereotyping, and a lot of just hateful, mean-spirited garbage out there. That crap really needs to change. It's not right. If it's not right to act that way towards any other class of people out there, why should transgender people be any different? All right. So I don't know. I might make a couple more videos. Like I said, I've got a few more where I talked about this with some friends and stuff, and I'm going to try to get those videos up but after this one. And like I said, I have the anime reviews coming up where I'm going to be discussing that in the anime reviews. So there you go. If you guys want to see like more of my opinions on stuff or whatever, or just this issue alone, if you're part of the transgender community and you like what I said, or you hated what I said, or you got a comment about what I said, or you want to inform me about some more stuff, I don't know. hit the like button, leave a message in the comment board, you know, send a message through the YouTube, like it's like private message or something like that. You know, you don't have to leave a message there on the comment board. You can actually send something directly, and I'll get it, and I try to respond to everybody's stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, my opinion on it for now. I've got a lot more to say, but I don't want this video to be like an hour and a half long. I think I'm already at like 15 and a half minutes, so I need to cut this one short. So anyway, there you go. Again, like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments or through messaging or what have you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, I want to talk a little bit more about this issue in some upcoming videos, and just respond to me, you know. So I guess until next time, guys. I am Eric, aka Rune Ding, and until next time, contemplate this on the Tree of Woe. So till then, I'll see you. Bye bye.